Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to shed some light on learners' psychology, particularly about English language, spoken English, subject in English, English communication, English essay writing, this sort of thing. I have been in English coaching profession for the last 25 years. And every student comes to me, whether it's graduate or postgraduate, is totally nil, totally bereft of English knowledge at all, totally deficient, totally lackluster. Sometimes I think why this thing happened. So I decided to write an article, and I have actually comprised and composed 5 points elaborating the reasons and the rhymes, causation behind why our students are lacking linguistic skill in language which is lingua franca, universal language, spoken everywhere in the world on every single continent. So important language and still our learners, our students of India are totally indifferent, careless, negligent, totally absent-minded about this sort of thing. Like they don't have any kind of conscience, they don't have any kind of linguistic IQ, they don't have any kind of understanding that without this language, English, we are absolutely redundant, absolutely useless, unsubstantial. So, these are the 5 points that we are going to elaborate, and if we change in our milieu, in our ambience, in our environment, definitely English will become a piece of cake. Cup of ice cream, you can learn it with a masterful ease. There's nothing in English. 44 tenses are there. You learn 44 tenses and have about 3,000 words. And you are proficient in English. You can speak in English language. You can express your absolutely nitty-gritty ideas in English language. 3,000 words. Samuel Johnson, who has actually created the dictionary of Oxford University, has said, I'm not saying, he has said that anyone with 3,000 words can express his ideas, his thoughts, his absolutely deep and buried thoughts in English language without any kind of mush or hassle. So these are the 5 points. Point number 1 is parental feeling of Anglophobia. Our parents are actually frightening us. Anglophobia means language of English culture, English language. This comes from our parents. Like they say, charity begins at home. Every single thing begins at home. If you are Anglophile, means you are fond of English, it also comes from your home. And if you are Anglophobic, that is also coming from your home. Mostly our parents are definitely culpable. They are accountable, they are responsible for their kids being lackluster in English language. They frighten them. They tell them that you are not able, capable of viable. English is not a cup of tea for you. You cannot understand English. If you try to understand English, you're going to fall flat on your face. You are going to miss out and lag behind on other subjects. Don't worry about English, just still learn every single thing in Gujarati, a vernacular language, and you'll be able to obtain above 90%. True. About 90% scoring is possible. But without English, it is like our food without salt. Absolutely lackluster, absolutely useless, absolutely pointless, absolutely profitless, absolutely meaningless. You can have a PhD in Gujarati or Hindi, but if your English is poor, then you are not going to make a dent in your interview. In interview everywhere in the world, everywhere, whether you go to Africa or Latin America, Asia, Australia or Europe, without English you will not be able to open the door for any opportunity at all. I'm not actually saying this because of my declarative knowledge or my procedural knowledge or my heuristic knowledge or my meta knowledge, but it is empirical knowledge. I have lived in America for 20 years and I have interviewed thousands of applicants, aspirant applicants, and English was given utmost priority, utmost importance, utmost vitality, and utmost paramount to English language because you are not able to or capable to communicate with other part of the world if you are working for an MNC or NC. Point number 2 is teacher's role in traumatizing learners. Teachers are poor. They are totally lackluster in English. They cannot actually make even a simple, shortest, truncated sentence in English. Out of 44 tenses, they don't know even 4 tenses. So what they are going to do to hide, to paper over their weakness, they will tell their students, this is not your cup of tea. You will not be able to do it. You're going to flunk it. English is not simple language. English is not vernacular. English is not Goethean language. It's an English language of English people, and the collector and the judges can speak. Absolutely, positively false. Absolutely, positively stupid. Absolutely, positively simpleton. And Simple Simon can tell students because it's discouraging the students from right path, discouraging them instead of encouraging. No teacher worth the salt is going to do that. No teacher in the world is going to discourage their teacher from learning better things. So parents and the teachers. Second thing, linguistic coaching classes as triple M's. So many places, you can find that learn English and spoken English and spoken, but God knows, not even 0.1% of the classes where you can learn how to speak in English language at all, because teachers cannot speak. I have been, like I said, 25 years in this business, and I have come in contact with not hundreds but thousands of coach teaching English, but they themselves cannot speak in English language at all. We have a very good, very smart, very eye-opening saying, proverb, adage in our vernacular Gujarati language. This adage goes like this: Kuwa mahoy, tawera ma'abe. Kuwa means teachers, Vela means students. Now if the teachers means wells are empty, taps are going to be empty. Only foolish will believe that foolish can teach. Only foolish students can believe that foolish teacher can teach them how to speak in English language. Point number 4 is 4 P's. Let me go back to point number 3. I have said triple M's. Triple M's means money minting machine. All the English coaching classes have become money minting machine. My empirical knowledge experience tells me every day since the very first February that I opened my institute, every day a couple of students come over there for IELTS. They go other places and they charge them 20,000, 25,000. And they come to me, tell me that we have been over there in Bhavnagar and we have been over there in Rajkot. I say, okay, how is this? It was good. And I asked them to give me the demo. Speak in English language. Ask them about the tenses. And they don't teach. God is my witness. My students told me, those students who have experienced, who have gone over there, told me that not 44, but even 4 tenses they don't know. I test them. I ask them. No. 30 to 40,000 in Ahmedabad, Surat, Bombay. Whereas in my institute, I don't charge a penny for IELTS. You just pay 4,000 basic fee. And you can learn whatever you want to learn. You can learn TOEFL, IELTS, IAS examination, GSET, CMAT, CAT, MAT, GRE, whatever your heart desire. I teach every student all the theoretical subjects, theory, no fee whatsoever. Out of my PT, that these people have paid already 25,000 over there. I don't want them to pay me 20,000 again. I don't want to crush their parents under my avarice. Point number 4 is 4Ps. 4Ps meaning prejudicial perception of parents and pedagogues. 4P. Prejudicial perception of parents and pedagogue. Parents and the pedagogue means a teacher. Both are going to tell you negative things about English. Both are going to frighten you. Both are going to create Anglophobia. They are going to traumatize you. They are going to discourage you, telling that English is the hardest language in the world. Absolutely, positively idiotic thing they are telling. They are discouraging you. They are actually driving you away from your goal and objective. You remember, if you are a smart student, you can understand. Nothing would come in the world without English. If you are targeting the stars, targeting the sky, targeting the nova, then remember, without English, you are not going to be able to make even a dent, because reach to your highest goal, you need highest ladder, and the highest ladder is your English proficiency. Point number 5 is zeal, zest, guts, grit, and gusto, lackluster. Faults are not only in the part of the teachers, coach, and education providers, but faults lies also among these learners too, that they don't have any zest, no zeal, no guts to know any kind of greed. Means they don't have any kind of enthusiasm. They don't have any kind of inspiration. They don't have any kind of aspiration. They are not aspirant student, but they are complacent student. Whatever the roly-poly, good, bad, and ugly education they can get, they actually find themselves satisfied, knowingly that they pay fee, but they don't know how to speak English. They pay fee, but they cannot actually understand maths, cannot do any sum. They pay fee, but they don't know any question and answer in Hindi, Gujarati, or Sanskrit. They pay fee, but they don't learn anything. They know that, absolutely positively. They're smart, they're prudent, they know it, but they don't raise any heckle about it. Nor parents raise any heckle about it. No elder brothers or sisters raise any heckle about it. No relatives raise any kind of heckle. Going to the teacher and scream and shout and tell that my son or my nephew or my grandson has been coming to you for the last whole year, and we have paid you 20,000 fees, but he doesn't know a thing. He cannot see the difference between a male donkey and a female donkey. But no, who cares? We care about one thing, only aristocracy. No meritocracy. We have a saying in Gujarati lingo, in our vernacular lingo, Paiso maro Parmeshwar, hu paisa no ugly das. That's what goes on in India since I was in college. Narendra Modi started Now Nirvan. Since then, education went into total limbo, dirty, filthy limbo. And it has been going on since then. It will have been going on like this unless and until parents are going to think deep and hard about English language, about education, about maths, about science, about vernacular languages. Then and then there will be a kind of twist, kind of flux, kind of transmogrification in education. Otherwise, education is already doomed and gloomed. And worst days are yet to come. Remember, worst days are yet to come for my grandchildren and your children. God bless everyone on this planet. Amen. Thank you. Bye.